All right. Let's rock and roll. Alrighty, goodbye Rogie. Goodbye start screen. This is it. Finally. The distant dungeons. That just sort of pooped on me the first time I tried to go into them. I didn't really fully go in. But the enemies outside were enough. Last time I purchased this Gulan liver to kind of help buff me up, I suppose. How much money do we have? 1641? Yeah, good. I wanted to check the jeweler and see what the price would be for a T5 ring or amulet, but I'm sure it's more expensive than I can afford. It's gotta be. Also, it occurred to me I have the wrong backpack. So why don't we go buy a good one from Leaf? I've been running around with this old knapsack for some time. I could sell that timber while I'm in Bryn, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, 3 stacks of fodder. I have to admit I am slightly nervous about taking on T4 Distant Dungeons because they're locked. So, creates a big issue. Very dangerous stuff. As I must, once I'm in there, I'm locked in. So, you know, I've gotta win. I've gotta essentially do like half the dungeon before I can even get out. So, it's an issue. Okay. You do indeed have the treasure hunter backpack that I want, so we're going to buy that. It's just significantly better than the knapsack. And only 450 gold. Alright, check this out. Boom! 9 slots. Times 4. Pretty good stuff. Alright, we're not going into a crypt, aka the undead thing, so we really don't need the casket with St. Wald's relics. These curses are all crypt things. So, we're going to keep this in our caravan unless we happen to be going into a crypt. That's how that works. I kind of want to, like, just take tons of vivifying essence and ether inhalers and like silver leaf and even like extra smoke bombs. You know, just everything I could possibly need. And just go nuts with it, you know? Bunch of food, perhaps. Because if I'm going to be going into one of these places, like, what I don't want is to get there and then it's like, actually, surprise, you didn't have what you needed. And you're locked in now. So, spooky stuff, right? Hey, JST, how you doing, man? Thank you. Yeah, happy 4th of July to you as well. My family is doing great. Hope yours is as well. Okay, we're gonna take away one of these antidotes and put in more bandages. 2, 4, hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, that should be sufficient. This is real spooky, honestly, going into one of these places and knowing that I'm locked in, you know. It's not great. So we want to bring, you know, we want to be as prepared as we possibly can, basically. Alright, where is Varen? So our goal is to do this T4 distant dungeon. We're gonna try the one with the brigands. And we're also gonna try to do the vampire one. But we're gonna take a look at the brigands first. Interestingly, I could actually go, well, I could do the vampires first. Maybe I should do the vampires first, because we didn't have a problem with the vampires, right? So, it is tempting. It is sort of tempting. Not gonna lie. Very interesting. I mean, I think I wanna see how we do versus the brigands. We have all these smoke bombs, so how bad could it be, right? Monastery of the Host Inextinguishable. I am pretty sure that's T4 vampires. Like, we knew that was there. And we just couldn't get through here because of all the T4. I am going to keep the Cleansing Chalice. It can kind of turn off pain for a really long time. It reduces pain and intox. And it also, it's just nice to have, even in a place where you're not necessarily going up against magical threats. Okay, so first of all, my fatigue is 4. Why don't we rest at least until... Well, let's rest, like, the full amount of time required to get big vigor. Yeah, we got 1,800 turns of vigor. That's great. Alright, 70% morale. Diet's not the best. Nice. Yeah, this might just be it. Alright. So we'll go to you, and we'll say, help me with training. Strength, of course, big boy damage. 2,600 turns. And There's my girl. Hey, yo, there's my girl. Oh, nice. She just casually killed some moose, huh? Oh boy, hold on. Okay, I thought for sure she had the little potion thing. I guess we can live without it. That's a little unfortunate. But we'll send her to scout instead, I suppose. So we're doing this without her ranger brew. Really, really unfortunate. But I already got the training. I don't think I'm gonna... I think it's fine. I know that's a sunk cost, but it is what it is. We're not giving up now. We don't need her buff. Alright. 1 salted meat, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs, 6, 7 eggs, a honeycomb, a kipful. We're good. We have alcohol, we have tons of smoke bombs, we have healing potions galore. I mean, we've got the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get like one more piece of meat here, just in case. You know, just in case we start running low on food in there. I don't anticipate that happening. Like, we're gonna get to the thing that unlocks it pretty fast. Or we're gonna die. One of the two. That's one of those two things is gonna happen pretty quickly. Most likely, if I had to guess. We're not exactly fully equipped for this job. You know, we are still lacking T5 in the body and the boots and the jewelry. But that's okay. Now, this elusiveness potion, I don't think that causes aftermath. So that's something to keep in mind. We don't have a net on us. It's probably a mistake that I'm going in here without a net. I do not like that there's a caster here as well. I understood the line of sight rules a little more in this game. Like, there are situations where you can see somebody, but then there's like a physical wall between you. This is fine, I guess. Okay, he's got a bleed. Sudden lunge would be huge here. If we could get that online, that would be really nice, I'm not gonna lie. Probably just dismember, actually. Hey, buddy. Let's finish him. Okay, we hit him in the head with the seized initiative. Severe injury. He just attacks me, which is sort of interesting. I don't know why he didn't cast. Not that I'm complaining, but, huh. Just finish him. See, I mean, that's not bad. Hey, JST, thank you. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I'd like to think I did a good job, but that is 100% up to you to decide. As the reader. So, but yeah, let me know. Is it possible for me to get this claw trap in place, I wonder? I have 4 slots free, but I don't see a way to actually organize this to make space for the claw trap. I may have gone a little too hard on optimizing my inventory space. Oh, you know what? I could go ahead and drink the... I should go ahead and drink the... I should eat this meal, actually. Wait a minute, that's still a problem, isn't it? Yeah, wow, it is. The nice, like, fat knapsack area in the middle kind of made it easier to organize things, but this is more slots overall, so I'm not complaining. Why don't we just... I'm not going to need this many smoke bombs. Let's just drop 2 smoke bombs outside. We'll grab them on our way out. The claw trap is just... it's going to do more for me. Actually, I need just 1 smoke bomb. The feeling... you will, based on you enjoy my other public works that you engage. You mean like my streams? Or just my writing in general? So there's a slight problem here, which is that my crowbar is almost broken, but I need to make use of all these buffs, so I'm just not going to worry about it too much right now. We're just going to go to war, and, yeah, we're doing this. We're making this happen. Alright. Who dares wins. We're locked in. Alright, we immediately have a dude. Shit. I need to remember they can all dash. He got the onrush on me. He critted me in the leg. Very bad news for me. I guess maybe I want it against the odds. Probably not. Let's open up with the C's. I was really hoping he would... God, he just got 2 crits in a row on me. What an ass. Alright. He's real hurt. He's got a severe injury. If I do... Hold on. I'm going to against the odds. And then I'm going to make space. Which will heal me a bit. Hi, buddy, Mr. Banneret. Now, sadly, that means we have no more against the odds. I almost want to drink this potion of elusiveness just for safety, just to clear this entrance. I see that I think they triggered a trap down here. I see smoke, poison smoke. Very interesting. Alright, let's see what this dude has. These humans just have too many damn abilities. Alright, he replenishes will to fight. He has C's. And range on that is going to be 2 because he has a pike. He can heal his allies. We're going to definitely want to pull him with the hook chop. Seize D's! Hey, what's up, Gridgem? How you doing, man? Negative 10% physical resistance and 10% crit avoidance when I move to adjacent tiles. Hell no! Okay, he can knock me back really easily. He has final push. Scary. Yeah, we want to hook chop him. We want to pull him to us. Yoink. Alright. I'm not sure if he hits me while I bounce there or will I hit into that tile. I'm not sure. Anyway, we had a very nice hook chop on him. Very, very nice. Just gonna dismember to finish him. Okay, now unfortunately we have another dude coming. He appears to be an archer. Just gonna wait for him. And I can just sort of do this. That's really bad that there's a caster there. Wow, that's a very good one-shot. So I speculatively threw a smoke bomb just because I don't feel good about, you know, fighting in this entryway, basically. We're gonna chill here. What am I doing? I want the silver leaf. Fuck me, I should have eaten the silver leaf before I did this. I'd be regaining HP, it'd be awesome. How's it going? Hey, Rickard. It's okay. We're doing our first distant dungeon, which I'm already having a bit of a rough time, I'm not going to lie. I did make a bit of a mistake. Oh shit, he can see me there? Alright. Try to think how to do this. I'm not going to drink the Vivifying yet, but I do wish we had the Silver Leaf active. Big mistake not to do that. Alright, he shouldn't be able to charge me here, but just to make sure he can't. Oh, you piece of shit. Alright. If I can't hook chop him, he shouldn't be able to charge me. Alright, that's really interesting that that's how that works. Alright. Alright, we got him. So let me see, I've got 4 stacks of elusiveness now, and I don't think it's going to cause any kind of bad news for me. I am a little hurt. I did not bring a net in here because of big mistakes. But yeah, all the distant dungeons that I could find were trapped, so I think it's just defaulted. They're just always trapped, maybe, these days. Booze buff. You think it's good to actually just have a booze buff? I got this from the potion. It kind of takes away my accuracy, but yeah, the damage is pretty good, I guess, and dodge. Interesting idea. Hey Devin, have I ever tried Caves of Cloud? No, I don't really want to give those people money, honestly. They're kind of crazy, but it did, I mean, aesthetically, I have to admit it did look good. Anyway, we're low HP, really low HP. If we could just get to him, we could kill him almost instantly. So, I almost want to, I could just dash to him and then hope that he doesn't bounce me. Like, I could dash here, and even if he did bounce me, we could just... He can't kill me in one hit, can he? I don't know. Maybe I should just go ahead and drink Vivifying. I feel like we drink Vivifying for safety here. I'm quite hurt. He does Seal of Power. Alright, he hits me. Now we gotta do some big boy damage to this guy. He's not hurt yet. So why don't we use... Well... It's a little annoying that Seize the Initiative does not cause, like, backfire chance. Only fumble chance. So it's not gonna do a whole lot to him. However, it does give him less of a chance to dodge. So that's cool. If I could just hit him with that, even if he bounces me, if I toss a make space on him, he should die the turn afterwards. I probably should have gone defensive tactic, but it's too late. It's too late now. Okay, good. It did that thing that I was talking about where you hit them, and instead of them doing something, they sit there and use a bandage or whatever. Like, I made him bleed, so he's like, oh, I don't want to be bleeding. And so he used a bandage. And that gives me a chance to do this. Eat shit, bro. Okay, spooky stuff. Really spooky stuff. I think we may have cleared the entryway. Okay, what did I say I wanted out of this? A silver leaf. We'll eat that immediately. I wish I had the thing that healed body parts, but we don't. Crimson Gooba plant or whatever, I don't know. Spleen wort. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use the inhaler, I think. To get this pain off. Okay, and then surgery. I forgot to repair my crowbar and my lancet, so that's an issue. But hopefully we could just get this thing unlocked before it becomes too bad of a problem. Okay, terrific. We came prepared. Wonder if Cleansing Chalice turns off the intox effect. Negative physical and magical effects. That's a physical effect. I mean, certainly it reduces intox over time. Yeah, it does not. That was worth checking, though. Whatever, that's going to reduce our pain and intox over time, so that's cool. It does not. So I wonder if it's going to be possible for me to open this damn door from the first floor. Where, oh where? Okay, that's going to be... This is just like a treasure room. I don't care about this shit right now. Our goal is to use as few turns as possible to find the lever that opens the door to let me leave, and then go repair my things and kind of come back in a little more ready. Ready to rock. See, this is like, it's just more, it's more dudes. It's more dudes than I want. It's always second floor, okay. This is so many dudes. It's just a lot of dudes. I guess I'll close the door and then just fight. Yeah, no, it's like these naked cowboys are they're just coming to get me and I don't like it. I'm not a fan. It does indeed feel like I am at Ram Ranch. 18 naked brigands in the showers at Fort Etbert. Alright, Jesus. I need my main man JC to protect me on this one. Alright, yeah, I think we just duke it out in the hallway. Like, we let them bust down the door, and then maybe we do like a make space on 3-4 guys at the same time. I'm not a fan of this. I guess I could maybe against the odds first. My instinct is to like pull them one at a time through the hallway, but it's too late for that now. So I almost want to do the Hornet Honey is the nuttiest thing. Like, I almost want to do the Hornet Honey in advance, just because this is just too many dudes. Okay, so we're gonna shout. Oh my god! Oh my god, there's so many! Alright, you are indeed the scariest. But, because of the way I've done this, he does not have his rampage up, and he wants to do that first. So my instinct... Let me see, do you have a charge? Of course you have a charge. Why wouldn't you have a charge? Swiggity sweetie, they're coming for that booty. I really probably shouldn't be in here. I should have leveled up more first. Too late now, though, bros. Well, we're definitely going to yoink one of these guys. I want the Axeman dead because of the damage that he does, but if I yoink the Axeman, then I'm going to get heroic charged. I want to say I'm going to be immune to the stagger effect for the first time, but after that, things get real dangerous. Okay, that's based. I think they threw something. Yeah, heavy slinger. Oh, that's a slinger. I thought that was a flail. You have about 15 seconds before I add you to the list of NSF casualties. You can have this soy food. Alright, so this guy's already quite hurt. If I'm lucky, he'll bandage himself, but I don't think he will, because he used Rampage, which means I don't think he has any bandages. He's not injured. He could become injured if I make space here. There's always the option of me using against the odds, but I think I want to save that for, you know, when things get good here. Good and exciting. So exciting. I'm actually sort of tempted to throw a smoke here, because I didn't realize this was a slinger. I don't know why I thought he had a flail. I should have right-clicked him, I guess, to look at him, but getting rocked at here is not my idea of a good time. I like that he's dazed for another turn. That's kind of cool. What is the play here? Like, this looks really good, but if I could get 3 guys... I mean, smoke would let me fight these guys one at a time, which would be kind of neat. The Skull Crusher dude is not screwing around either. I mean, I don't want the smoke yet, because I'm hoping that this guy steps forward instead of just slinging. Because if he did, that means I could make space and hit 3 guys. It would just be an incredible time. Like, I'm almost guaranteed to crit at least one of them. My instinct here is to, like, seize the initiative on this dude and then make space, so I definitely get my 2 hits. Okay, yeah. Both of these guys in front of me are gonna die. That's right. Run from daddy. Alrighty, so we got 2 guys running, including the sling guy. That's not necessarily gonna last forever. And we still got the Skull Crusher, which is a little bit of a problem because I don't know. Yeah, I've used up my, not this time, so that means that I'm gonna that stagger got wiped out, which means this dude can stun me. Gotchi power. How am I, Kylan? I'm doing okay. Alright, he's gonna Skull Crusher me. I know how to handle this situation. Two range, huh? We're gonna bandage. Okay, we're gonna ignore the running fellas for now. Skull Crusher has 2 range, not 3. We got 5 stacks of Rampage, so we're gonna be doing just incredible damage versus this guy if we can get this party started. So I'm just gonna apply a little healing salve. Whoa! Oh, you have battering ram as well. Very cool. I didn't realize that, or I would have used against the odds. How long am I dazed? I am staggered and I'm dazed for 2 turns. This is really bad, actually. Why do they have so goddamn many abilities? What business does he have needing battering ram and skull crusher, 2 different charges? I don't know. I was gonna use against the odds to block the skull crusher charge. I didn't realize he had battering ram as well. I guess I just gotta, like, either memorize every little thing that these guys do, or I don't know. Will Cleansing Chalice get days off of me? Is that a thing? That says mental effect, actually. Right, everything. No, it'll stick in my head if I just memorize it. It's just a lot. That's all. Okay, it says physical and magical effects. It'll take away the stagger, which doesn't matter because that's gone next turn anyway. I think I just swing. This is really quite annoying. This is really scary. I think smoke is actually the move, which is unfortunate because I really don't want to. But the 2 turns of days is just really bad here. Ultimately, I could just swing on him. I've got 4 stacks of Rampage, 12% less fumble chance. I don't know. My fumble chance is huge because of the days and the stagger, but like, this is still damage. It's still a high crit chance. If we could get some damage on him. I don't like that I have 2 turns where I can't do anything. Oh. Well, okay. I could just melee him for a nice fat crit. Bro, no. I wanna kill this slinger guy before. Oh man. All right, whatever. Do you have dash? You don't have a dash. Very high danger, huh? Hey, that's a level. 5% more crit chance, bros. Alright, I know what I'm taking. I know for sure what I'm taking. It's not even a question. We're going straight to that athletics tree, and we're picking up sudden lunge. Because this thing, this is gonna save my bacon. Alright? This little guy puts everybody's stuff on cooldown for 2 turns, so it's just gonna bail me out of shitty situations. It's gonna mean they can't do stuff that they would like to be doing. Okay, I want to dash, but also... no, I better just reset. It's fine. They can come back and... Yeah. I better just do this the correct way. There's 2 of them. Oh my god, how many bros are there? This is getting disgusting. Alright. Alright, let's take a quick look. See, okay, he's only T3. This is fine. I mean, I still need to watch out for Skull Crusher, but it's fine. Alrighty. That's a problem. I am still immobilized. I hate the fact that I'm using, like, 9,000 smoke bombs, but that might actually be the tactic here. We did a make space on him and we got him down to 40%, and he's quite injured, but, I don't know. Can't move to other tiles. That is a physical effect. So I could have... I mean, I'm still glad that I did the make space, but I could have just turned it off. Now, with only one turn left, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sort of tempted to smoke. I mean, I know I'm just like burning smokes left and right, but I'm not... That doesn't really bother me. I'm willing to spend lots of money to do this dungeon. I'll be getting fat paid from this dungeon, all the loot in it, so it's fine. And I have a lot of smoke bombs left. Every turn matters on this character, unfortunately. To advance after the immobilization ends. Well, sort of. If he does a ton of damage to me, I don't know how much damage he can do to me. It's a bow, not a crossbow, but I'm sure it's not a small amount of damage. I think I'm gonna roll the dice. Oh, he's not running, but he really doesn't... He doesn't want to be, he really doesn't want to be next to me. Is that bleed gonna kill him, I wonder? Anyway, I know you, buddy. You got that battering ram. You know what? Screw you. That's right. We just sort of step away. This is mildly annoying. He used Vivify, so he's not dying like he should. I made him bleed very thoroughly, but yeah, this corner is just not ideal, I don't think. So there goes my dream, by the way, of fighting these guys one at a time. It's very difficult to make that happen. Maybe distant dungeons are just like less easy in that regard. 12 turns for make space, 5 turns for dismember. I really wanted my make space back, and I really wanted my hook chop back. We've got that, but we don't have dash. We're doing great on energy, by the way. Like, I haven't had energy trouble. You'd think I would, but I'm not. I could take a step up, but all he would have to do is go left a couple of times. I'm just gonna wait. Alright, now we'll take a step up. Do the rampage. Okay. Against the odds. You've got to be shitting me with this! Alright, fine. You did it to me. This is extremely obnoxious. I need to really kind of get a better understanding of how the dash mechanics work, because I didn't think he was able to do the attack charge around the corner like that. It's okay. I'm underestimating just how much damage I can do. Like, even while staggered and dazed, I can just kind of bump into those guys, and while they don't exactly die instantly, they die pretty fast. I should have Raven Blood on him. Hello. You are tier 3. You have Skull Crusher. Yoink. Nice. Nice. We're making it work. I haven't forgotten that I have Sudden Lunge, I just haven't really had a position where I've needed to use it yet. But we've I don't know, we burned through a lot of our consumables. More smoke bombs than I would like. Like, I'm using those things like candy. I also need to keep in mind I only have so much water. I've been, like, drinking the chalice quite a bit. I'm not even going to bother looking at loot very much. We want to make use of our buffs. Oh! Oh, is that what we're doing today? Okay. Well, I am not unhappy about my damage output. I am slightly unhappy about my pain. So, you know, I drank the chalice to try to get that down. Why don't we just use this? We came really prepared, you know, but I'm trying not to burn through, like, every last little bit of my consumables. He deserved that. He absolutely did. He deserved bullying. Oh no. He's only tier 3. RIP. Big fan of this Pathfinder, by the way. The fact that I can press that Examine Surroundings button and be reasonably sure that there are, in fact, no bad guys behind whatever door I'm trying to, you know, explore. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I don't even really want shock on this weapon, but just the visual of it is so cool that I almost want to keep it just for fun. What was that? What was that funny little animation? Instigate? Alright, that's the healing thing. This is the banner guy. Okay, that's fine. I know how he works. Peak performance, no retreat. He locks me down. Yeah, he can... Does he have regroup or whatever? Can he move? No, he can't do that. So I just basically hook him to me. Okay, I would have liked to have had Warcry, but this is fine. RIP. My power is, shocking. I guess I should take the bag down, but it's not like I'm gonna get locked on the second floor. Can always come back up. You know what? This time we're going to try to lure one at a time. You know, or it could just be a ranged guy, because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be... Why wouldn't I get punished for that? Very cool. Wait a minute. Do you have this bullshit that I'm afraid of? You don't have any dashes. You have impaling. Well, you do, sort of. Wow. That was... I want to examine the log on that one. So I opened up with this member, which seemed like the correct thing to do. He partially blocked it, which is a pain. But we still gave him some injuries and bleeds. He got a counter on me, which we haven't seen too often, oddly enough. Giving me a nice fat headshot, which I don't like. My head is rather exposed. And then he attacks me, and then I do a critical counter, and he dies. Nice try, buddy. But yes, I would agree. He is indeed bad news. Alright, we're probably going to need to use the inhaler again soon. And get some surgery in, because I have just run out of salves. We've still got plenty of surgical kit charges, though. So, here's a question. If I hook him, if I open up with the hooking chop, is he able to counter that? If it yoinks him to me. Because if he can't do that, it almost always makes sense probably to open up with hooking chop on something with big counters. And then finish him off so he like dies before he can counter. Stacking buff, yeah. Fuck me. Alright, no more crowbar for me. I didn't mean to let that get broken, but whatever. We'll just have to walk around traps now. We're almost to the lever, though. It's got to be here somewhere. So, once this thing is unlocked, I can really take my time with this a little more. Hook not being guaranteed versus high control resist dudes. Yeah, I mean, the problem with the corner is that my first hit is going to get those big boy counters, so it might have actually made more sense for me to open with Seize the Initiative. I do wish that, I mean, like, opening up with Sudden Lunge would be kind of cool, but it doesn't stop him from counterattacking. So, it just stops him from, it just puts him on cooldown. Like, counterattacks are scary for this guy, for this character. This extremely fragile man that I'm playing. Is this the same guy that you were talking about? Yeah, pikeman stance is, it's no joke. Let's move resist. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Alright. His move resist is only 25. That's not too good. Alright. So we hooked him. He got a bleed. He got an injury on his arm and an injury on his torso. He got yoinked and then he used regroup to get away. So if I just... Oh. God, he must have really good armor. Or high block potential or something, because, like, he just doesn't take much damage. That is interesting. Like, I mean, I don't have Warcry up, so that's an issue, but, I mean, we've got a nice little collection of injuries on him, I'll tell you that. Really interesting. If we could just... I don't know, if I could whack him with the sudden lunge, that'd be pretty cool right now. His armor's putting in work. I want to move in next to him, but... Does he have that thing that bounces me back? No. No, I mean, I could step up, it's just he's going to hit me. I think... I'm sort of tempted to use against the odds here. So he hits me and it definitely does nothing. Like, it just burns out another one of his charges of, like, probably nail down or impaling lunge. Yeah. So he slaps me with the nail down. He crits. But guess what, buckaroo? I take no damage. Eat shit. But that wasn't really that helpful. Really, I just gave him another charge of pikeman stance, so that's an issue. Alright, he fumbles. It might have been smarter for me to just pop out defensive tactic instead of the against the odds. Bro. Bro, how the fuck are you still alive, bro? I mean, to be fair, I didn't have my rampage up, so. Alrighty. I'm a little spooked. I'm a little scared. I feel like we're not exactly running on fumes, but we're also not having the greatest time in the world. Like, we've still got some juice in the tank, but oh boy. Yes, Bank Space does scale with injuries and bleed. He had some injuries and bleed, though. So it should have done a little something to him. It doesn't have to do with his HP, I don't think. Unless you're talking about, like, if it kills something, it hits again. Yeah, Bank Space is amazing. That's why I was... And it also avoids the counter problem, which is something I was afraid of with him. I gotta tell you, I like fighting vampires more. I think I've successfully lured just one. This is great. So, how's come you're putting up striker stance so early? I guess it makes sense. At first I thought that was Mighty Swing. Do you have battering ram? Yes, you do. Okay. Bro, come on. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Against the odds. Perfect. I'm still not sure what the proper opener is versus these dudes. He's probably going to use Mighty Swing, right? So... Ever hook someone into a trap? Not, yes. Into my own claw trap, yes. I guess I could use Sudden Lunge. And that would stop him from doing anything but swinging on me. Unfortunately, I don't have the thing yet. That the no time to linger. But he's not, well, actually, no, he is confused. So, I would actually be able to do legitimate damage with Sudden Lunge versus him right now. My instinct is just to slap him with some injuries. Actually, I'm going to seize on him. Okay, yeah, and then, so he's seized, he's got bleed, he's got an injury. He's got the Mighty Swing up. And I'm up against a wall, which is really quite bad for me. What if I... Well, no. I was going to bounce him with the Rain and Blood, but that doesn't make sense. Let's just... Okay, yeah. I shouldn't have done that against the wall, though. Big mistake. Big mistake-eroni. Thankfully, we didn't just die. That could have been bad. Taking the silver leaf just for safety. Sorry, buddy, there's no everyone coming. You know why? Because I lured you successfully. Eat shit. Severe concussion. Oh boy. Skull Crusher. Striker Stance. Yeah, he does not have Battering Ram. See, that's what you want to see. Just opening up with Dismember right as he's next to me, getting a crit, chopping his leg off, he tries to run, I get another crit, he's just dead. Like, that's what you want to see with this guy. That's the move, bro. Just one shot, done, very clean, no fuss, no muss, he's just done. Now, if I could just do that every time, that'd be pretty based and Velmir pilled. Hi. Hi, you. Mutilating Lunge, 3 range, so he can do it right now. Alrighty. We block it with against the odds. Really love that move. Super glad we have that, but he's got 4 stacks of offensive tactic, which is scary as hell. Again, still not too sure what I should open with in these situations. My instinct is always Dismember, just to cause a bunch of injuries. I don't think we use Hook Chop when they're in melee most of the time. It does less damage. On the other, it's like more likely to do a bunch of injuries, I guess, but so I don't think I even want to use Sudden Lunge, because it's like he doesn't have, like, I don't have the thing that makes it do actual damage. Yes, I can turn off his cooldowns, but I don't know if I care. Like, okay, he uses Cut Through on me, whatever. I think I'm more interested in just doing damage to him, aren't I? Like, because even his bump attacks do bad things to me. I don't know. It's like I'm really unsure about the correct play at this point. I talked a big game about how good Sudden Lunge was going to be, but I don't know. Maybe it's better just to do damage. That extra crit chance to the body parts is just massive. On the other hand, I could use Seize on him, and... Okay, he raises shield. We got an injury on him. Well, against the odds, yeah, I do have odds for one more turn. Here's what's interesting. He's up against a wall or whatever, so if I wanted to, I could use Rain and Blood right now. If he was bleeding, I would, because it does more. And I guess I get some energy back, but I don't care. Let's just Dismember. Rip. Ripperoni, buddy. Battering Ram. I'm sort of tempted to let him beat this door down. Nice. I wish I had some idea of, like, how to find the lever. And I have a suspicion there's no trick to it. I just kind of have to look around. I would like to know what that other dude is, but I'm just going to live with the fact that it's a mystery to me until this door gets smashed down. Ranged guy, just as I feared. That's okay. He gets rocked. It's another treasure room. Okay, a little cooking room. And now we have an infinite source of water. Alright. Solved. And there's some food in here and stuff. Like, I don't think we're going to have any problems in that department. That infinite water means I can just, like, chug the chalice anytime I want. Just kind of good for me. Oh. The stream got really loud. Hello, is that better? I'm so sorry that the microphone has been I don't know, my Blue Yeti has been on the fritz, I guess. That's not the first time that's happened. It's like if I nudge the cable in the wrong way. Yeah, no, many apologies. I'm sorry about that, guys. Jesus Christ, what an obnoxious error. Like, what an obnoxious, wonder if there's something I could pipe the audio through that would stop that from happening. Like, some OBS setting or something. Anyway, thank you for letting me know. It's definitely not the kind of, issue you want while streaming. Anyway, these are just tier 3 guys. I still want to avoid the Skull Crusher. Interesting thing about this character is that no matter how high of level I get, or how good my gear gets, I actually still need to be careful around these dudes because I'm a glass cannon. Maybe it's this new cable. I'm using like a different cable for the mic than I used to. I don't like that you have mutilating lunge, but I can probably just pull him. Yoink. Okay, that's good. Rip. There we go. I'm not even going to bother opening that door. What was that sound? It sounds like a ranged guy to me. Alright, let's be clever. Let's not be stupid. Very good. Wow. Well, I guess our food problem's solved. And we got a salve, which I'll probably immediately use a little bit of. Okie dokie. I don't like that my staff is so damaged. I want to get out of here and repair it as soon as possible. I didn't actually take any repair kits with me. This is going well. I'd say we used like a ton of resources at the start, but it's definitely looking better now than it was. Is this the boss room? Is there 2 floors at a distant dungeon or 3? Like, my question is, do I have to fight the boss to unlock the... Like, is it that the lever is now in the boss room? Is that the joke? This just looks like regular dudes. Okay. Nice crit, bruh. I wonder, I could, like, make space through this door and hit him, but then he would have a turn on me if I did that. So that's not, it's not correct. Alright. What's his move resist like? 25. I'm gonna yoink him. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I wasn't about to fool around with all that. Like, it had to be, you know, I had to bring bros. It's attached or near the boss room. I had to bring my preparations, I mean. The bros. Anyway, sadly he doesn't have any injuries. But I kind of want to make space just for the AoE anyway. He's got Mighty Swing up, which is a bit scary. I could go ahead and just pop on against the odds. Just sort of in advance. We're going to use this. Okay, that worked out just fine. I have this theory that with Make Space, you know, even without injuries, it still does a lot of damage, right? And the more dudes there are, the more chance I'm going to get a really big crit, right? And it really only takes 1 crit to take out, you know, an enemy. And that's exactly what happened here. I got my crit on the Deserter, and he just died anyway. And of course, then there's my extra hit on the Wolfhound, and everybody just dies. Where, I think I took a little damage, like, did I? I thought he counterattacked. No, we just brutally dominated them. Alright, based. Now our boy here is a bit tired. This is a big problem because there's literally nothing I can do about that. So you gotta do the whole damn dungeon basically to get out of it, huh? So what are you supposed to do? Bring like azure mushrooms or whatever? Like... Okay, no battering ram. No battering ram. This is extremely frustrating that I try to bait out the battering ram, but then he does Mighty Swing instead. They don't necessarily do what you want them to do. Which is okay, I mean, it's just, like, interesting. I don't know if that's just random or if that is just straight up the order of operations that always happens. And the more predictable I can make these encounters, the better. So I really need to either experiment with that or look it up or ask somebody who knows better. Now that looks like a boss room to me. This is like some DCSS Abyss floor tile type shit going on. You can just tell. It's the only room where they decided to put wood, that hardwood flooring. Yeah, no, I know, but he did have Skull Crusher, and I wanted to avoid that, so. Hi, guy. Until the Paymaster's death, I just get wrecked by his bros. Okay. He's only got 1 bro there, but it's more than I would like. Is there anything I can do to buff up here? I hate the fact that I gotta fight this boss. Like, I really wanted to fight him on his own without his friends, or open up the dungeon before he was dead, or whatever. Should I just... I think I could go up the stairs, actually. I think we can walk this fella up the stairs and not fight the boss. I think I can do it without wasting a smoke. I mean, that's the direction we could go. But I think the boss is far enough behind that if I use the stairs, I don't know the exact rules. I know that it's 6 tiles for an enemy, and then, like, if there's another enemy kind of sort of close, it'll follow too, even if it's too far away. I don't know the exact rules with the second part of that. Obviously, it's going to be really bad if I start fighting this guy upstairs and then his friend shows up, but that's a problem for future me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to go. Alright, you. What you got? You are the guy with no charges. Yeah, I mean, I'm already tired. So, like, it's not like I'm gonna get more fatigued. You're right, no drawbacks, so I might as well at least try. Okay. You know what? That was... I hooked him and that was great. I almost... I was going to say, like, I almost want to just, like, carry a spear just to lunge at people. Do the sudden lunge from afar, but that's silly. I'm not going to do that. Alright, he's way hurt, so... Obviously, we just do this to finish him. There was an argument for fighting him and the boss at the same time. Because if I could, like, make space and get the extra attack, and it could be very spectacular like that, that'd be good. But... I should have examined the boss's abilities. Probably. But we'll do that soon. He looks like a sword dude. He's got that paymaster thing, which I think that probably buffs him as well. Like I said it for his allies, but I suspect he gets the accuracy bonus too. What the fuck? He still has a friend. Okay, there's a dash. That's really interesting that it's a dog that saw me from like 1,000,000 miles away. All right. We're resting, we're resting. Gonna drink the chalice, that'll keep my pain down. Pour this back in case we need it. I've got the Hornet Honey. I'm tempted to use it, but it's just a T4 boss, right? Like, we've already killed a T4 vampire boss. How hard could it be? It's a luxurious giant room here. Alright, Mr. Fancy Hat. Let's take a look at every last one of these abilities so we don't get surprised. So there's the Dead or Alive thing he used on me before. Yeah, all strikes and shots, more accuracy, armor, pen, and body part damage, so that's real bad for me. Don't get hit by him. Hewing Strike, it's just a sword thing. Just take damage, basically. Take damage, take bleed. Don't get staggered or else it does more, I suppose. Heroic Charge, not good for me. Let's not let that happen. Probably gonna against the odds on that one. He's got Seize. He's got Thirst for Battle. You know, this is probably a great guy to use Sudden Lunge against. I have a suspicion, like, I don't want the Elusiveness active. I don't want Thirst for Battle active. I don't want any of this shit active, so I think I want to lure him around a corner, Sudden Lunge, and that gives me, like, another free turn after that to fool around with him. On the other hand, actually, I know what we're going to do. We're going to close this door. Alright. We're gonna let him do, like, one ability, because he's gonna smash the door, and we're gonna have all kinds of buffs up, right? And then we're going to yoink him with the hooking chop. I didn't look at his move resist, but how much could it possibly be? Okay. %. More than I would like. We're going to yoink him. Oh, God. That's really fucking bad. Alrighty. What happened to my old defensive tactic doing stuff? Bleed resist my ass. Alrighty. Alright. I do so much damage that even though sudden lunge does 50% damage, I just shit on him with a head crit. Or, yeah, head crit. And he just starts running. I mean, alright, I'll take it, I guess. I'm fascinated that he dodged that. My accuracy should be pretty good, but I bet his dodge chance is high. The hook chop, I mean. Like, look at that, yeah, wow. Like, I fumbled and he dodged. That's some not great luck. But, I mean, then we got some good luck afterwards, so I can't complain too much. Alright, I wanted to finish him before I went and healed my stuff. Alrighty. Ether. Surgery. So he was just casually holding on to a purse of 250 gold, which is... It's actually quite a lot to just be sitting on a guy. Alright, so I was reading on the wiki that if you clear the boss and you open up the chest in this place, it like almost immediately starts a countdown where if I leave the tile of this place, everything gets reset. So I'm not allowed to go back to my camp right now. I really have to like make a couple of runs looting everything. But the mystery of the lever is still a thing. And also, oh fuck me. I don't have a crowbar. I don't get to loot this. No way. Is it gonna reset the thing? What if there's like a relic in there? What if there's like a relic in there and then I could just never get that relic again? If it is distant, it is distant. And it'll close as soon as I leave the tile. But my crowbar broke. So I didn't think this through. So I just have to like hope that there's a crowbar or a lockpick in this dungeon, basically. Is that the meme? I can't begin to tell you how lame that is. Or the mats to cry. I don't have the recipe. I don't think. That is so... Well, now, hold on. No, that's not true. I think I remember reading that, the loot gets rolled when you open the chest, right? Yeah. Yeah, the boss died. The thing will get reset. I just might get cucked out of the loot, but it will not like turn off some unique thing that I otherwise, you know, like it's not going to be like a relic I can never get because I haven't opened the chest. So, I'm going to say I think I'm safe there, but I am going to check every single thing in this dungeon. Because maybe there's going to be a lockpick and then I can just not. Oh my god. It's all because I like forgot to repair my crowbar. It's lame that it works like that. Like why is it designed such that the dungeon immediately resets as soon as you step out of the tile? Like that's, I don't know, man. Shouldn't it be a timer? Because like I've read about people getting like sort of screwed over because they stepped away. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand it's because it's distant. I just don't think it's good design, that's all. Yeah, no, I know. Oh man, the fact that I might just not get the loot here though. The lockpick is getting reworked. Well, the other thing is, like, if this stupid thing, if the door hadn't been locked, like, I would have just gone back for the thing before fighting the boss. So, you think there might be something about loot a boss chest? It's either that or kill the boss that causes reset. So, if I don't loot the boss chest, you think there's a possibility that it won't get... Because that would be great for me. That would be a real win. Alright, I think we fully explored the bottom floor. Let's go get our backpack. A few days. People spend time clearing the dungeon too long until it reset. I mean, I'm tempted to just walk out of this place and, you know, just see what happens. Worth a check. I mean, it's going to be annoying, though, because, I mean, there's only a small chance that my boys at the caravan will even have lockpicks or a crowbar for me to purchase, so it's... like, that's an issue, too. But what are the chances that one's going to be in the dungeon? It's just not... It's probably not going to happen. Actually, I did have one idea. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like I fully cleared this. Okay, cool. Treasure Hunter backpack. Well, regardless of how this last stage of it goes, I'm actually, I don't know, this went well, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we used up more resources than I would have liked, but we did survive, so that's good enough for me. Yeah, no, I know I could craft, but I'm pretty sure I don't, yeah, I don't have the recipe for the lockpicks. I guess I should grab a couple of things. Don't walk out of here like completely empty-handed. Just in case it does reset. I mean, that's a tier 4 crossbow. That's probably worth some money. You can't get it from, like, barrels, can you? It's like the ones that I'm smashing. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go. It's fine. I'll roll the dice. It's okay. It's not the end of the world if I get cucked out of the loot on this thing. It would be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, there's nothing in here. I was really hoping there'd be one here. Yeah, I don't want to painstakingly check every little thing in this dungeon to try to find lockpicks if the amount of time that I'm spending in here is like, you know, making it reset faster. So we're just gonna run straight to the caravan. We're not gonna rest. We're just gonna run straight to the caravan and we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I would go so far as to call that, like, kind of bad design. Honestly. Oops, you forgot lockpicks, so now you can't go back in and get everything. Fuck you. Like, Okay, yeah. Well, don't say balling yet. We don't know. We don't know if we're gonna get, like, turbo cucked here. It still says trapped entrance. It looks like it's still open. What if I go back in and it's reset? Like it's a whole new dungeon with new guys? Well, it can't, regardless either way, it can't screw me too hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this little room. And we're going to use this to store our extra stuff, because you know we're going to run out of space. So, just like some of this stuff. Because I want to get everything out of the dungeon, basically. Okay, terrific. Except I do want one smoke bomb in case somehow I've messed up and haven't totally cleared this. Alright, fingers crossed. And maybe you were right, maybe it is just like the boss chest. Okay, based, yeah, no reset. Alright, hell yeah. Crisis averted, my friends. Now, yeah, now you can say balling. There we go. Alright, let's get repaid for all of the resources that we used up, yes? I think this went well. I think it's a little spooky, a little scary, a little dangerous. Definitely had some risky moments. I'm learning a lot about how to fight brigands on this character. That thing with that mini-boss was really interesting, to be honest. Like, just the fact that he dodged that first hook. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if there's some other way I should be doing this. But then again, oh hey, honey glazed ham. Wow, that makes me hungry. That's yum. Casual ham just sitting there, like Castlevania style. But yeah, I don't know. It's like the fact that he can dodge that, real spooky. Because then you just like, well, I ate like 50% damage on account of doing that. Dude is built different, a dodge counter build. Well, he didn't even need to counter. Like I was hitting him at range with the hook shot, so I didn't even get countered. He just dodged me and then rushed at me and did half my HP. So, and I fumbled at the same time was the really bad luck there. Like the interesting thing about that was that I don't think he was increasing my fumble chance at all. There was really no good reason for me to fumble. Like if you look at my base fumble chance, it's not big. It's, well, no, it's 13.5%. That's... It's this damn axe. Oh, no, it's not. Why is my fumble chance so high? I have good gloves. Is the base fumble chance just high as hell? Like, what is going on with my fumble chance? Oh, well, fatigue. The fatigue played a role. I mean, that's the interesting thing, actually, is that, with fatigue, I don't really see how you're going to do one of these dungeons and not be fatigued by the time you reach the boss. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe if you had the Azure, the mushrooms, maybe, possibly. Those reduce, fatigue, don't they? If you see him after parry, you'd see what I mean there. He goes crazy once he has that. Yeah, no, I saw his abilities, and they were plenty spooky. Like I didn't want to fool around with him once he had his buffs and stuff up, and elusiveness plus parry did indeed. Like I saw the writing on the wall there, and I was like, yeah, I need to. That's part of why I decided to go straight damage instead of sudden lunge. But now that I've seen what sudden lunge can do on a crit, even at 50% less weapon damage, I think I am going to open with that in a lot of cases. Because I'm just less scared of melee than I am of abilities. And if an enemy like that gets its buff engine going, I don't think that's too good for me. Alright, so what do you guys think? Are we going to get like an artifact here? Are we going to get a cool unique? Are we going to get nothing at all? There are definitely some cool things you can get from T4 Brigands. But before the big reveal, we have to casually make our way there. We're going to disarm these traps along the way for experience. It adds up. It's weird to me that there are people who don't bother to disarm traps, because it's like 33 experience a pop. I mean, this is not bad. No time to linger, making sudden lunge do full damage when they... Yeah, no, we're gonna get that for sure. And it's like, because I'm a big fan of the Wombo combo that I have going on with Warcry, because Warcry, one of my big complaints about it so far has been the fact that like it causes confuse instead of daze sometimes, and it's just I want the daze. I just want to turn off their abilities, right? The confuse is just mildly annoying. Well, now the confuse is there's gonna be like a reason for it it's quite helpful for me, because the confuse counts for sudden lunge. I never checked on like whatever food stuff was up here. It's probably just food supplies. Another smoked ham. Drink some ale just for fun. All right, go down here. More reliable option than Warcry RNG for sure. Still use it for setup damage. I mean, Warcry is great. Don't get me wrong. Mostly for the buff. Like the buff is what's up. The buff to me. What does it give me? Like crit damage chance? Like I know it's good for damage. I don't remember the exact things that it does, but it's like if you have it up, you're doing more damage. That's the bottom line. Battle rage or whatever. 10% weapon damage, crit chance, crit efficiency. Yeah. Just all the things this character likes to have. Gems in my purse if not full. Oh yeah, I know. Crockpot stew? Damn, that sounds delicious. Been making some crockpot stew. These I didn't know these brigands were such good chefs. Okay, so this is interesting, by the way. The lever was down here, and the boss was up here. So if I think it's never like in the boss room. I think it's going to be nearby, like you said. So I think in the future, if I see the boss room, it's like, okay, avoid that, explore everything nearby, get the exit, take a rest, don't be fatigued anymore, you know, go into the boss fight, not completely drained. He was using a T4 weapon, which I suppose makes sense. He was T4. If it can appear in the boss room, which you're almost positive it can, it's still more likely to be elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is my first trapped dungeon, so T4 dungeon anyway, so distant dungeon, so I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing. Excuse me. Later stream than I usually do. Take this casket. Alrighty, and now for the moment of truth and judgment. The Bear Banner. 5 max health. Wait, what's it? Whoa, what is this? I mean, it's a two-handed axe. It's not the one we want. 30% body part damage. Is it... How does the damage work on it? It's like 30 base, but then it's minus 12 right now. I think I want my 4-Holt staff more. On the other hand, like... That's... I mean, it is a two-handed axe. And it's way more base damage. Accuracy minus 9%. Accuracy plus 10. I don't think I can get away with using this as cool as it is. I mean, it's an interesting idea. Alright, what is all this? The Hazoon Celestial Sphere. If activated during daytime, grants one of these effects at random for 1440 turns. If activated during nighttime, grants... Alright, this is unbelievably sick. If I can use this and then... If I can use this and then just stuff it into my caravan afterwards, it's just like a straight buff like my other buffs. Using it at night and getting energy drain would be pretty sick. Actually, life drain would be better at this point. Yeah, either way, though, it's just a straight buff all the time. I mean, before going into one of these dungeons. That's pretty based, I'm not going to lie. Really interesting, I'll tell you that much. I mean, we're definitely taking that. Oh shit, I just overrate. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. The banner is interesting. Max HP. I think my current one gives me pain resist. So, it's probably better than 5 max HP, but I don't... It's hard to say. Anywho, alright, it says it has to be activated on the surface. There was an identification scroll in one of these containers. I want to use it on these boots. Those aren't the boots that I want, right? Those aren't like the T5 Blade Master boots. I mean, that's true, yeah. HP, you know, is the only resource that matters if you think about it. Like, when your HP hits 0, you die. I do think pain resist matters more for characters that sustain it all, but we aren't doing that, so... Does anybody remember where that identify scroll was that I saw a second ago? Is it in, like, one of these nightstands, maybe? Was it on the first floor? I think it might have been on the first floor. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go up. We're gonna just drop some stuff on the ground, I think. Let's say maybe it was this bookshelf here. Or not. Preemptive ether plus antitox pretty much solves pain. That is true. That is true. Okay, I want to keep the axe on me. Honestly, I might just walk to camp, and if the thing resets, I don't know how much I care. Like, because what's in there? You know, my, it's just like some timber, some stuff that's worth money. So I'm just gonna walk to camp and save myself the headache of, like, min-maxing what I want to drop on the ground versus whatever. And if it's locked, then we've learned, you know, we've learned a lesson. We paid for a lesson, it's fine. But I have a suspicion it takes like 24 hours. But then again, we open the chest now, so, you know. Alright, what do we think about this axe, by the way? Am I crazy for not wanting to use it? Like, if you compare it to the 4-Holt staff, it has better base damage once it's repaired. It has better armor penetration. It has less body part damage, which we care about a lot. It has less accuracy, which we care about a lot. It has, like, no block chance. Well, wait, I have no... No, it has more block chance. 4%, I have 0. But I don't care about block chance. It has almost no bleed chance. That's really nasty for me. I guess it has a stagger chance to make up for that. But I've noticed things in this game tend to have control resistance more than they have bleed resistance. Staggering things is great. Let's see, skills energy cost is way higher. I just don't think this is for me. Which is a little sad. I was really hoping we would find the unique... Yeah, I value bleed a lot. Bleed is... If they're not bleeding, I'm having big problems in this build, basically. What we want is the unique... we want the unique version of this axe. That would be the ideal situation for us. Okay. And I know one exists because I looked it up. Man, our hat got messed up. Half durability hat. But yeah, we did reasonably well here, and I think we do even better in the T4 vampire RNG. That axe could pretty much get you, RNG get you killed then with how important bleed is. Yes. Wait for my dream bleed axe. I think so too. So, yeah, I mean, like, things like Rain and Blood do more... I mean, you haven't seen me using Rain and Blood much, but it does more body part damage for each bleed. And I also, I mean, versus Brigands in particular, I will say that making them bleed is really helpful because they will just, like, waste a turn bandaging sometimes. And then, like, obviously Make Space cares a lot about if things are injured, not bleeding. But, you know, it also applies things like bleed resist to them, so... I don't know, it's just nice. I think there's more things I do that are affected by bleed. I don't... I could be wrong. You know what it is? It's one of these passives, actually. Yeah, if I cause bleeding, I get more damage and crit chance. So, it's actually really, really important. Like, the reason why you see me critting so often, a lot of it is because of Maim and Kill. Where I'm just, like, stacking a, 12% crit chance from all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, Stagger's awesome. And I could see a build that makes big use of it. Like, Stagger might be the best debuff in the game. Outside of straight up stunning people. With another accuracy source offsetting the penalty, it might fare me better in crypt specifically. But then you can still get bleed on zombies. For what it's worth, skeletons are the worst. That is a good point. Yeah, that is a good point. Although, like, the bosses in the crypts, like the necromancers and stuff, you can definitely bleed them. I guess you can't bleed, like, the skeleton bosses. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I don't know, maybe. I mean, on the other hand, you have to remember this still has a higher body part damage chance. Or, body part damage percentage increase, I mean. And everything can take injuries, right? So... wonder where that identify scroll went. I know it was in here somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I can go find another one. Yeah, I'm not going to go hunting for it. It's probably in one of those like treasure rooms. Anyway, not bad. Not a bad haul. I think I probably will raise the bear banner. I mean, it's kind of like you said, HP. That could save me. That could actually legitimately save the run at some point. You never know. You may have noticed we did use an enchant, by the way, on the Forholt staff, so it's no longer electric. It's got a bleed chance bonus now, which, hey, you know, like I can't complain about that, right? It's pretty good. Okay, timber goes away. Yeah, we're currently using the boar banner for pain resist. Yeah, I think you're right that the HP is king. Great kill animation, farewell for better bleed prospects. I mean, I still don't even know what the optimal thing would be as far as an enchant goes for this character, because before I was thinking it would be energy drain because I was having big energy issues, but I don't know if you've noticed, like ever since we got specifically Final Push online, and then also like Final Push and Opportune Moment have just created a situation where I'm constantly topped off. So knowing that, I don't know if I need the energy drain for one, but also I think that means I want to go straight for peak performance, because I'm above 50% energy like a lot of the time, certainly at the start of the fight. Don't seem to struggle with energy now. I'd say life drain would serve me extremely well given my damage. Yeah. Life drain, I am tempted, but on the other hand, I do kind of wonder, maybe I just want like body part damage, you know, or just straight weapon damage. Like I wonder if this build is just designed to do one thing and one thing only, just flat out big boy damage. And like just the more I kind of aim for that, perhaps the better. But yeah, life drain would make me feel more confident, I'm not gonna lie. Like that would be a less scary thing. How much is this gonna cost to repair? 900? Boo! I did not mean to repair my footman, Brigandine. Whoops. Anyway, I have a suspicion we really didn't get much in terms of gold out of this. Breaking armor, most important in crypt. Body part and raw damage, most in monasteries. So that may be why I'm doing so well in monasteries, actually. Crypt, I haven't had to deal with T4 crypts yet, I don't think. So, I may want to wait until I have Armor Crusher for that, I don't know. I do not know. I mean, I guess I do have more armor pen on this axe, so maybe I could just take it into a crypt and see how it does. I'd have to repair it, which I'm sure would be expensive. I guess I'm a little confused actually, because I thought I had 3 repair kits. Wow, I'm getting robbed because I let it get too injured. Alright, I shouldn't use that, I guess. I guess I should just spin to repair. Because I'm not getting the value out of it. But yeah, I mean, we really didn't get that much in the way out of loot out of this thing. So we're basically trading durability. Like, we need to do missions to get money to support our dungeon delving nonsense here. I guess. Right? I mean, it just I would estimate what, like 1,000 gold, maybe, if even, from this, just from selling all this crap. So distant dungeons are cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I should actually buy these tough cloths, actually. God, I could have saved so much money just by using those. What the hell was I thinking? Because that's... yeah, that is made of cloth. Alright, it's fine. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. I wasted like 800 gold. But lesson learned. Alright, I wanted to go immediately, like just immediately do a, another distant dungeon. I wanted to. But I don't think we can... get away with that. Let's see, 2 smoke bombs. Got our net again, beautiful. No claw trap, I left that behind, that's fine. Enough money to probably get maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 gold. Oh, I forgot. I actually have those as well. I mean, we're pretty close to the Rotten Willow. Maybe I'll just do a couple Rotten Willow contracts. Do like, how long could it really take to do a Rotten Willow contract or 2? I mean, geez. That's like no time. Like, just do this tier 3 crypt real quick. And just to get the money to... well, now hold on. Maybe am I good on repairs? I guess I'm actually good on repairs right now, so I could do it, couldn't I? I mean, granted, I'd be locked in again and I'd have overall less stuff. You know, to support myself. It's a hard decision, actually. I know we do well versus T4 T4 vampires. Like, there's no question about that in my head. Like, I'm sure we do super great versus them. I mean, I do wish we had, like, better body armor. Better, everything. Bet you can destroy that monastery. I mean, yeah, I think so too. I think we smash right through it. I guess I'll just do it. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it. We will, we don't need to take the casket, because that's for crypts. We're gonna have the sphere bonus now, so that's cool. I'll take the silver leaf. I'll even take some caltrops with me, because why not? I'll just use them, probably, speculatively. So it can't hurt to have. I guess I don't like that I have, like, not enough healing salves. But we've got, I mean, we've got plenty of inhalers. We've got, like, 4 charges of inhaler right here. 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a lot of charges of inhaler. We still have plenty of potions. We're gonna find more in there, considering it's a monastery. Just trying to decide if there's anything else I need to bring with me. I didn't use my Necaf last time. Oops. I definitely should have used Necaf versus that boss. Or Hornet Honey. One of the two. Huh. I think we're good, right? Sort of tempted to bring my claw trap, actually. Yeah, why not? Screw it. Can't hurt. Can't hurt at all. And this time we actually have all the crowbars we need. Don't anticipate needing a bunch of smoke bombs, but you never know. They do have slingers in there. Oh, we do have 3. 1, 2, 3 repair kits. Okay. Yeah, I feel good about this, I guess. Take the wine as well. Or not. I mean, it's fine. We got brandy. I'm sort of tempted to fight this Death Stinger hive real fast, which is kind of obnoxious for this character, but I mean, we'll do better than we did before. Our accuracy is better than it used to be. It's just it'll still be kind of annoying. It's just I just want more Hornet Honey, honestly. Like, is that silly that I just want more Hornet Honey? Just as a panic button. I don't know how often I'm really going to be able to use it since I'm usually going to be on the calf, but well, I'm thinking about doing it before the dungeon, because I could buff I could get a little bit of experience here. And, I could actually level up pretty fast in the dungeon. Like, I could take Nikaf, I could clear the the death whatever hive, and then, is that so? That's interesting. I don't know if I want to burn I don't know if I want to burn a smoke bomb for that, but that is interesting. I mean, I can fight the bees one by one, like it can be done. Yeah, I'm sort of tempted to rest and then fight the hive and then rest again. Yeah, no, yeah, it will. I will tank immunity for sure. I've painstakingly fought them before, and it was miserable. But I really do want to have extra Hornet Honey, and I want the experience. So let's just, I don't know, let's rest. Alrighty, 1800 turns of vigor. Actually, I wonder if cleansing chalice. Oh, we determined it doesn't turn off intox. I'm just going to see how we do versus bees this time. It may be, like, totally casual. Actually, hold on, before we go. If it's super obnoxious, I won't do it. But I might just be able to, like, casually own them. We've got 15 points of perception now, so our accuracy is higher than it used to be. I might just be able to dominate them. Well, they can still... I mean, it's not like I can't die. I mean, I'll just dash away, actually, so no, I can't really die. Deserter? Oh, is this dude fighting a boar down here? Oh, that's hilarious. These tier 2 boys gonna get owned. Oh, maybe not. Tier 4. Alright, boys. We can rock and roll. Oh, your onrush is on cooldown. More like on cooldown. How about you? You're about to die. I almost want to just like... You know what? I'm actually just going to do this. Ah, damn it. I wanted to wait and let him live a little longer. So I could like make space and hit this guy twice. That's okay. Bullied. It's the kind of thing that would have been like mildly terrifying to like come across normally, like in the early game. I mean, like that would have been a scary fight to like. You know, you wouldn't want to fight a boar, you wouldn't want to fight a T4 brigand. That would have been like kind of spooky, but I don't know. It's just kind of fun at this point. I want that aquamarine amulet, but it's fine. We'll just go. Let's go fight some bees. What's up, guys? $17. Now I am the danger. Yeah, so I'm hitting every time. I mean, that could change, I guess, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah. My accuracy is good. We are shitting on him. Or did the game cheat me? Did it like trick me into thinking I was good because I just missed with 2 make space attacks? That seems fine. Even fumbles are doing half their health. That's right, I'm a big boy. Taking more damage than I would like, I'll tell you that much. All that for 235 experience. Maybe not worth it. Maybe I shouldn't have chugged the Nakaf just for that. I don't know why I thought that was more experience than that, but it's not. However, we got our Hornet Honey, so... Sort of worth it. Kind of, sort of. Let's see if this is good versus Stinger because it gives accuracy. That is true, but I don't think you get it, and I actually don't think you get it unless you, hit. So it's a little bit of a, I mean, that's definitely how I was doing it before with lower levels, where I was like, I wanted to, what do you call it? I wanted to get the accuracy right, so I did open up with C's, but if I missed, I don't think it applies the debuff, or the buff. I'm not sure, I have to look that up. Let me look at it. It does reduce their dodge chance whether it hits or not. If they take damage, you get the seized initiative effect, so. Alright, I dropped a smoke bomb over there, so let's go pick that back up. They can just miss, yeah. I mean, but no, I mean, you should have seen me, like, in the early game, right as soon as I got to Manshire, I actually did the bee quest legitimately without luring it into the camp. Or into the orchard. I did lure a few of them into my caravan camp, but if you lure it into the orchard, you fail the quest. And it was just... It was like a self-troll, basically. Like, I trolled myself a little bit. Because there was no real benefit to me doing that except a little bit of money. But I guess I just wanted to see... I wanted to see, bro, if I could pull it off. And I could, but boy was it costly. Speaking of costly, so we used the Nakaf, and now we're like high for 800 some turns. And it's like not ideal for me, basically. Yeah, you get the cider. Yeah, you get the cider if you do it right, and you don't lure it into the guards. You get the cider, but you could totally lure them off screen back to your caravan camp or something. He doesn't care about that. But for the most part, I just killed them one-on-one, and it was really annoying, and I had to like very, very carefully lure one bee at a time, and it can be done though, even on melee. Believe me, you don't want to do it, but it can be done. Yeah, we're going to buy these little repair parts every time we see them now. Not only have to do it without him asking you to, and without luring, otherwise you just get gold. I don't know about that. I did it without him asking me to, so that... I like that Leaf just gives you experience sometimes. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to buy ether inhalers. We use a lot of them, but like I also get a ton from the monasteries, so I think I can get away. What is this? Is that what I think it is? Is that the... Oops. Is that the thing with the boar head? Or is that the leprosarium? Well, let's use this. We have energy drain. Oh yeah, if you lure it into his orchard, he tells you to go pound sand for sure. He's not happy with you. Which you have to be very careful about because it's definitely possible to accidentally lure things into the orchard. Ruined Manor, okay. Yeah, there's going to be like tier 4 brigands that... or tier 3 something. Higher tier brigands than I really want to fight, but whatever, it's fine. Let's go get ourselves a boar's head. Money, money, brandy? Okay. Alright, and there's the head. Yeah, no, I thought that was really cool too, personally. Alright, I guess I'll just fight this stuff real quick. Who the hell is this schmuck? Oh, it's only tier 3? Oh, you boys are in trouble. Schmuck indeed. Haven't seen many players make good use of Lancet. I like Lancet. I'm a big fan of it. You just don't want to go into a fight like right after you use it because you do have that increased bleed chance or whatever. But I guess I like it over antitoxin because the Lancet is repairable. So I don't have to sit there and hunt down more antitoxins to buy or fool around with the crafting system or whatever. It's just I just always have it. I mean, I'll say this, like, I have an emergency antidote in my casket at all times, and that's like, I don't know what crazy toxic bullshit exists in the game at high tier or whatever, so, you know, it's like one of those things where I don't want to fool with it. Or I don't want to be surprised by it, I should say. Have 2 antitox in casket for 1 full ether. Yeah, no, I mean, the way I see it, it's just like, I've got the ether, right? And by the way, if you're like doing fights where you're sustaining longer, this strategy might not make sense. But for me, I don't really care about the antox in the middle of the fight. Like, if I use the ether, okay, in the middle of the fight, and I get a little bit of antox, it's just, I just accept that and keep going to work on this character. Whereas a character that wants to sustain a really long time, maybe it would make sense to use the Intox mid-fight. I don't know. But the Lancet pretty much solves the problem, you know, once the fight's over. It's just like... it's fine. I wish we had more veggies just lying around. Okay, hold on. Let me put these buffs away. Get them back in a second. Immune will tank a bit, waiting for it to be lower. So that's the thing. I am completely ignoring my immunity, which I will admit might not be the best strategy. At the beginning of the game, my idea was to keep it high with food and whatnot and fool around with that. But yeah, I've been running around with 0 immunity for the longest time, and with the Lancet, it's just like, it's fine. But yeah, fundamentally, I'm always trying to save space. I guess that is really where the motivation is. That and the fact that it's like, it's not just a space saver. It's just so many more charges in such a small space. So it's like having 20 antitoxins in 2 tiles. It's kind of wild. But yeah, if you care about immunity, you're gonna want antitoxin or whatever instead. Then again, I think antitoxin tanks your you know, tanks your intox a little bit, or your immunity a little bit. Seem to recall. All right, this is that Osbrook thing. The reward for giving the black boar head is so insanely lame that, you know. It's like there's almost no reason to take it back. Antitoxin on the Manticore fight. See, I don't know a lot about the Manticore fight, so that could be part of why I'm Dogging on it a little bit. Antitox makes you tired quicker. 2% immunity. Okay, terrific. Let's do another T4. Screw it. Let's do another T4. Let's party. Be cool if I had a thing that just like turns off turns off aftermath. I don't know if such a thing exists though. Just looking at my inventory here, I don't really have any food on me. So that's a problem. I'm thinking we're not using Vivify that often. So let's put 4 charges is sufficient. If I have to use 4 charges of Vivify, then I'm in like a nightmare situation. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Roast this up. Boom, boom. Antidote right before Manticore is good because of giving poison resist. Wait out the confusion before the fight. So he poisons you, huh? Stacking immunity for him. Oh, yeah, if he's like a poison guy, of course. I don't know, maybe I should go ahead and do the Manticore. It seems like it's like the troll fight, where if you know how to do it, you're probably fine. I read that you probably want to have Silver Leaf so you can like heal throughout the fight, because they were saying, I was reading that you're kind of necessarily taking chip damage the whole time. Alright, energy drain. That's maybe not what I wanted, but it's okay. I'm not a fan of my morale being tanked. Alright, where's my boy? Alrighty. We got energy drain, we got strength training, we got the Ranger's Brew, we got bad morale. Oh, did that... Huh. Alright, that's fine. I have another brandy that I just found. 10% morale change, and the drunkenness will apparently not increase it, but let's see, situational morale change, it's just a flat 10. That's fine, we'll drink again afterwards. Alright, am I missing any buffs? Not except for Ranger Brew. Yeah, we are good to go on buffs. I think we're good. Let's go do another T4. Let's rock and roll. Ride that high, I guess. Hopefully don't just get owned. I got plenty of food. We're good. Why am I confused? Alright, I guess being double drunk can make me confused. Here we are at the Monastery of the Host Inextinguishable. Cannot be extinguished. We are indeed going to get locked in. Hey, we're not locked in. Wait, what? Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. I didn't even look at it. I was wrong. They are not always trapped. So Myth busted. Now, it does appear to pretty much always have a special condition, though. What? Do I need to be worried? That's the question. Yeah, that is the question. Rite of Ascension, Stoneshard. We're looking this up, boys. Catacomb modifier, which grants all enemies the Ascension buff in the dungeon. Accuracy 6%, damage taken minus 9%, 26% less cooldown duration, +1 vision. The proselytes are empowered by the Rite of Ascension, interrupt the rite to remove the effect. Oh, that seems hard. That seems... To clear the room with the ritual octagram and 6 proselytes inside, the growing whisper will indicate the proximity of the room. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, well... I don't know, 9%. It could matter. It could reduce my ability to do injuries, possibly. Alright, my morale is not amazing still. If I get like a negative morale effect, I'm gonna have to get drunk in the middle of combat. Whoops. I should probably be a little more careful here. Because there's going to be tons of stuff coming. Like, I don't even know what this is! Sagul! Oh, he's that... Oh, we haven't run into this dude yet. He's got that blood spit. He noticed me. I don't like that my morale is low. I could throw smoke. I just don't want to get spit on. Trying to think about this. I don't want to waste the smoke. I'm being a bit greedy. Also, what am I doing? Pop this on. Alright. Blood spit, range 5. Railing lowers their accuracy if it's between me. Okay, well, railing it is. Not enough, my friend. What's the cooldown like? 4 turns is not as high as I would like. Oh, there's a tile on me. Yeah, okay. I remember these guys now. It causes a puddle to show up that damages me if I stand on it. Let's just make life easy for me, yeah. Alright. I used against the odds to get my HP back. Okay, not bad. Well, actually, this is quite bad. Like, not a great way to start the dungeon. Not gonna lie. Why don't we go ahead and inhale. Some mistakes made. I got a little bit too big for my britches there. Our morale went down again. I wonder why that happened. Just from taking damage, taking an injury. I shouldn't have gone in here with bad morale. Big mistake. It's fine, though. Alright, a lot of dudes down here. Okay. I seem to be learning some of this stuff, but not all. Alright, you, this might be a guy I haven't seen before. I'm seeing a surprising number of dudes I haven't... Well, no, he's tier 3. I didn't spend a lot of time in tier 3, proselytite dungeons, I guess. It's fine. Okay. Fine. Alright, you. You've got nothing that it can hit me from afar. So, that's okay. Suddenly I have the energy to support defensive tactics, so I should probably have it up most of the time. Alright, we hit him with the, sudden lunge or whatever, and now he can't do abilities for 2 turns. 2-turn cooldown. So all he could do was just melee me, and he fumbled. We also got an injury on his leg. Kinda cool. He's gonna keep fumbling. Not bad, not bad. That's a perfect guy to push back, actually, since he doesn't have anything that works into 2 tiles. Running into a surprising number of tier 3 things here. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, level up. More perception. Leveling fast from these distant dungeons. I can't complain about that. It's probably no time to linger. On the other hand, elusiveness is another panic button for me. To be fair, the main reason why I'm getting elusiveness is just to get peak performance. I don't think I'm going to be pressing this button that often, but having this as a button that has me not take damage is it's pretty tempting. it's pretty tempting. I like not taking damage when possible. God, on the other hand, I gotta get the no time to link. I just gotta do it. I gotta do it. It just like skyrockets the efficacy of that particular ability. Right, she's confused. Check it out. We're gonna do full damage. Boom! 48. Loses not to be slept on. Put the odds more in my favor. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's just another button I have to press. I'm not complaining about having to press buttons. But what I'm saying is, I mean, well, I guess I don't need to worry about energy too much. Like, my instinct is like, oh no, I'm using energy on something, but even now I should have defensive up all the time because my energy is just, it's just coming back. Nice. %, damn redux and 30% dodge depreciating. Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks awesome. It looks really, really good. And I can do it. I mean, the most important thing is I can do it in advance, so I'm not really wasting a turn that otherwise would be devoted to damage. It's just, I don't think I want to use it as a panic button when things are going badly. I think I'd want to use it as like a pre-buff. And all I'd have to keep in mind is that I need to stay above 50% energy once peak performance is up. We'll get it next level. Like, our next 2 levels for sure are going to be elusiveness and then peak performance. Because peak performance is just... I don't know. It's just everything. It's just a big bunch of stuff all the time. Well, not all the time, but at the start of every fight. It's just passive, big passive boost. Just a big boy boost to this character. Yeah. Well, it's like, yeah, I see it as basically against the odds, you know, but slightly worse. Big fan of Against the Odds because of it's just, you know, it's just so... It's just so guaranteed. I'm trying to figure out how I feel about Sudden Lunge. Like, we're using it, we're getting pretty good damage, we're forcing him to just do a melee attack on us. It seems to be working out pretty well so far. But I have a feeling I'm going to run into somebody whose basic-ass attacks do horribly dangerous things to me. I guess we'll see. Okay. Yeah, no, I know. But I mean, that 40-some damage, that is with the condition met. Alright, we're gonna, just do damage here. Is it possible for me to... Yeah. That was pretty sick. It's like trying to play the battle music. I'm just killing things too fast. It's like don 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 don, but the things are already dead. It's kind of funny. I don't know, man. I think we're almost ready for T5. I haven't seen T5 content yet. I think if I pop on some T5 armor... I mean, we probably want to level a bit. Hey, free smoke bomb. Alright. Leave this stuff on the ground so we don't forget it. All you need for it to be more than full damage. That's true. And, well, Confuse is the big one for this character because of the way Warcry works. I can actually go ahead and use this. Wow. Yeah, so like this dude, he's dazed. So all he can do is swing on me. And the thing is, he gets the stagger too. So that swing is unlikely to do shenanigans to me. Also, we got him at unaware. That's kind of cool. Alright, this guy scares me. I really don't know what the play is here. Okay, that bleed's not so good for me. Yeah, like his armor durability goes down so fast, and there's just like... I don't know if there's much I can do about that. I guess I want to, against the odds, and then I'll just do this and hope for the best. Okay, good. We killed him before he did his thing. Nice. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Okay, what did he just do? He used Blood Craze. Then he's just tried to attack me. Okay. Why don't we just... Random blood you. These dudes are coming. Man, we are just like shitting on this dungeon. And my energy is just staying maxed. This build is great. Buckle up, buckaroo. Not bad. I mean, this is not bad. Not bad at all. Put this healing salve in here. I mean, granted, much of what we're fighting has been tier 3, which is a little confusing, because it's a tier 4 dungeon, but I bet as we go lower, we're going to see more of the T4 stuff. Unknown Mark, this is a great game. If you like roguelikes and you like RPGs, this is essentially a roguelike RPG, so you will like it. Alright, Caster Man. How about you come play in my corner? Didn't mean to do that. Do a little shout. Do a little yoink. Alright, you are dazed for 2 more turns. I mean, I would be a little suspect of calling it early access. It is, technically. But it's just like, it's one of those games that's kind of perpetually in early access, so, you know. I think I'm just gonna turn off his abilities. Big fan of this sudden lunge action. Wow. Alright, we'll just wait. I'm actually gonna bounce him. Nope. Nope, okay, we did not get it. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this at range, even though it's gonna do less than I would like. Hell yeah. Well, I'll say this, the build has come into its own. Like, we are indeed making this work. And oddly enough, it really does seem like proselytes are the enemy that we do the best against. I thought for sure it would be brigands. Yeah, I'm playing a glass cannon right now, so one of the things Unknown Ark you might like, let me show you something. Check out all of these skills. Like, you got all these weapon skills, you know, swords, axes, maces, daggers, and then the two-handed versions, spears, ranged weapons. These are all, like, skill trees, you know, entire skill trees. Utility stuff, you could dual wield, armored combat, like, this is all just, like, character building stuff. And you can't get everything because you only have 30 levels to work with. So there's a lot of replayability, which makes the game pretty interesting to me. Currently I'm playing this like hardcore glass cannon guy who's using two-handed axes. And we're using that and like a lot of the warfare tree and a lot of athletics and like one survival skill. You know, but there's casting, there's stats, like if you wanted to play a character that was a little more sustainable, you'd get a lot of vitality and get HP. But this character's whole gimmick is just to do lots of damage and kill enemies before they kill me, so I would say it's definitely off meta. I don't think a lot of people play characters like this. God damn. The sheer range on this guy. Okay, we're gonna shout. We got confused at least. Nip. This is a little spooky. Get me off of that tile. Do I need to be worried about this? This is the two-handed axe version of the vampires. I do need to be worried about this. Well, I'll tell you, I don't need to be worried about this guy summoning blood golems. I don't think I care. On the other hand, I might as well put a stop to that, so should I put against the odds up? I guess I probably should. On the other hand, I just want to stop the hook chop. Maybe we're gonna go ahead and do this. Wow. Okay, okay. I didn't actually think I would get the kill there, and if I got the kill, I thought for sure this dude would be dead, because you get the double hit. Instead, he's down to 26, which is pretty good, but... Finish him off. There's more things here than I would like. Let's bandage. Let's get the defensive up. I should have had defensive up from the start. Is that double lunge? Yeah, that is double lunge. We don't want to get hit by double lunge if we can avoid it. I'm gassing out here because all my stuff is on cooldown. All my stuff that I'd like to use anyway. And I have stuff coming in, like enemies coming in. I think I don't want to use against the odds yet. Take a rest. Right, none of this is too scary. I'm just going to seize this dude. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Now we're going to against the odds. Because that means the swinging on him kills him and then heals me. Hell yeah! Let's get my rampage back up. That casket, like, always put bandages in the casket. The fact that you can sit there and right-click and bandage even though it's in the casket, really, really good. Oh, wow. I haven't seen Second Wind in a while. That's interesting. That usually only happens when you're, like, about to die. Have we ever seen Second Wind on this character? Really interesting. Enchantment scroll. What do you guys think? Should we should we re-enchant our staff? Are we happy with or our axe rather? Are we happy with the bleed chance? Should I just? I wonder if I should. Maybe I should just go ahead. I guess I'm happy with the bleed for now. Maybe I should go ahead and use this on the gloves, because the gloves don't have an enchant yet. Or the hat. Yeah, one of the two. Okay, magic resist. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. It's fine by me. Yeah, this game rules. Honestly, this game is just really good. Highly recommended. Big fan of the aesthetics as well. I've said that a few times, I think, while streaming it. Bruh! Come on, bruh. Oh my god. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll follow me up the stairs, but I might be able to lure just like 1 or 2. I honestly would like to lure the caster, but I think they're too smart to send the ranged guy up there. Hey, a decap. Alright. Why don't I take off this cloak for a second? We're gonna go grab our treasure hunter backpack. Need something new, you're burning on an Age of Wonders 4 again. This will give you a lot of replay value, I'll tell you that. This, you'll get your money's worth out of it. For sure. Alright, we're gonna use the ether inhaler to give us pain resist. Surgery, 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 and more surgery. Healing up all of our wounds, and that is why I love the surgical kit as a wound solution. It's all very simple. 850 hours of replay. Yeah, dude. It's... yeah. It's good stuff. I love it. Here come the vampires. Alright. Can I? Ooh, this is great. Bow, bow. I think make space might be my favorite thing in Stoneshard. That skill. Like my favorite thing that I've seen so far. There's some pretty cool skills in this game, but that one, I don't know, man. That seems to be a lot of fun. Yeah. There's a lot of room to build different things, and it genuinely does feel like you can do almost anything and figure out a way to make it work if you do it intelligently, which is an impressive thing, because in a lot of games like this, it's like, oh look, we gave you all these options, and then like all of them suck but one. You know what I mean? Like that happens a lot in game design, and then it's like the diversity of builds is almost like a lie at that point. And obviously there are going to be things, it's unavoidable, there are going to be things that are better or worse. Like it's just something that happens, right? Oh, I should have gotten my other ether inhaler from the treasure backpack, but you know what? We found one, so it's okay. We should have done this first before the brigands, probably. Would have been easier. Shovel pickaxe work? I don't know about that. There's like no skills for those. Maybe some kind of weird challenge run, I guess. That's hilarious. Like, I always think I'm going to kill the thing in front, and then I just end up critting the thing in the back and killing it and hitting the one in front. So, once you get enough damage, I think make space just, it almost is agnostic to the enemy having already having injuries or not. Like, it almost just doesn't care about that. Is this the boss room? Yeah, so Fumble, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. There's this big old list of things that affect your character. Fumbles are half, like the long story short is you deal half damage. There is a chance to do half damage, which is that's a fumble. It's higher depending on what weapons you're using, if you're dual wielding, etc. There's also a dodge chance, and dodge means half damage, but if they fumble and you dodge at the same time, that means 0 damage. But then also you could just miss. That's your accuracy, and that's 0 damage. So it's a little, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm hearing the whispers. Who is this guy? Oh, he's the ranged guy. Okay, I guess I'll dash to him. Yo, am I bleeding? Why am I taking damage? What was boiling blood? Hey, Paragoric. So, this is the alternate thing to the ether inhaler. This gives you 50% pain resist. Ether inhaler gives you 75% pain resist for 120 turns for the ether inhaler, 1200 turns for the Paragoric. But Paragoric also has an aftermath, so that means you can't, it's like a drug, you can't stack it with other things. So I'm not, I don't know. I know a guy who really likes the Paragorics, or at least he used to. Personally, I'm not a fan of it versus ether inhaler. Do I think shovel PD would not be possible? I don't want to say not possible. I will say not fun. I don't know enough about the game to know what can be done with, like... Yeah, I guess if you, like, stacked enough passives... I mean, God, I guess you could, like, pop on a shovel and just play a caster, but that kind of defeats the purpose of the exercise, you know. I should have healed myself a bit before I did all this. Spooky whispers. This is it. This is the room. Look at all those boys. You just know it's the room. I'm about to remove their buff. Oh my god, that's a lot of guys. Challenge run for sure. Not the kind of big damage flavor of fun. Yeah, you would probably be playing like a tanky guy, I would guess. So, pain is... So when pain gets to 25% or 50 or 75, it gets an increasingly nasty buff. At 75%, you go into what's called pain shock, and you just start taking tremendous, like, max HP damage every turn until you die. Well, actually it takes a little while, but the point is that even at 25%, it really starts increasing your fumble chance, and it's just bad. It makes you bad at fighting. And so you really don't want to be in pain. Healing injuries with the surgical kit causes pain, and then getting hit obviously causes pain. It's a whole thing that you kind of have to do a balancing act on. You do not want to be in pain. Oh, that's a little spooky. Hi. You know what? Popping up defensive tactic. I did not mean to attack the door, but I guess I did. You can attack doors when they're closed. Okay. I wanted to make space there. Maybe I will just wait. Do you have any... you've got life leech. I should just step forward. Alright, we're gonna against the odds. And let's just hope we can maybe get a big boy hit on both of these. Nice. Their buff is still up, but I think once I clear this room it'll go away. That's what they were saying on Reddit anyway. Okay. Just gonna let them come to me. I'm gonna use this hallway. Wow. I guess I should be probably pretty concerned about this T4 guy with the Skull Crusher. I gotta hook him. I have no choice. I have to hook him. Good. No Skull Crusher for me. Alright, what you doing here? Normally I would want to shove him back, but he's got Skull Crusher to rush at me, so instead... I guess we just go for the kill. Nice. Wow, it's like the Butcher's Room in Diablo 2. So, we killed all of them. Their big spooky ritual has ended. So, does that mean their buff is gone? Okay, here's the pain. This is 25% pain, so it doesn't seem bad, right? Just 5% fumble chance and, you know, some sanity and morale reduction. But it's not great. Yeah, there's various ways to resolve these, you know, to do pain management and injury management. I just used an herbal extract, but that causes intox. So now I'm going to solve that by using the Lancet. So my character acts like a 90s emo girl and deals with the intox. My poison resist goes down, my max HP goes down, my sanity goes down, etc., etc. It's not a great effect for me. Not too immediately dangerous, but still not ideal. flurry, huh? How did you... Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. So I fumbled with the sudden lunge, but I did damage to him. So why did I not put all of his abilities on cooldown? Because he... My boy here immediately used flurry, so what is happening? If you fumble, does it just not do its thing? Like, what is that? I still did damage. I don't see how that makes sense. I'm gonna screenshot this. And I'm gonna post it in the... Yeah, Velmir uses sudden lunge, delivers a fumbled strike, I did damage, and just immediately uses flurry. Yeah, that can't be right. It's fine, I'm not like dead or anything, but you gotta... In games like this, it's very important to understand what is going on, you know, like how... how things work, so to speak. Passive that prevents it? Oh, I don't know. Oh no! Oh no, that's the boss. Hi, Limatel. I wish you would come in 2 seconds sooner to tell me that. I have not seen this big fat gentleman before, but he looks spooky, so... Is insanely dangerous in melee. Okay. Face of Horror. I think I've seen some women like that before. Makes a large amount of noise and deals 10 psionic damage, 75% armor penetration, 99% chance to immobilize. Uh-oh. Devastating power. Marks a tile, delivers a strike to it with 30... Next turn delivers, so I could just walk away to avoid that. Herald Ruination delivers a strike to a large area. What is this guy, like a mini troll? What the fuck is going on here? 99% chance to cause confusion for 3 turns. Chance to confuse is reduced by a target's move resist. Okay. Reduces all cooldowns by 3 turns for each target. Okay, he gets to do his stuff again. Alright, so he's got final push. He's just a big damage guy. He can't really do anything to me though. Let's just dash away. We're just not gonna fight him yet. I'm gonna fight him on my terms, not his. That's the exit. Okay, yeah, we're gonna clear his room a little bit. According to the wiki, it does not have a skill preventing that. However, you know there's enemies with a skill like that. It's probably just that it fumbled. Yeah, that's silly though. Like, so if you fumble a skill, it just doesn't do the thing it's supposed to do. Like, I guess I just don't understand why that wouldn't be listed anywhere. Like, why? Sudden Lunge probably should still put things on cooldown even if it fumbles. And if it doesn't, it should be like, hey, surprise, guess what? You don't get the thing. Oh. Right, you're the ranged guy. Whoops. Lowering fumble chance important. Yeah. Yeah, well... Yeah, if I could... I feel like I have something that's going to reduce my... something in my plans. I don't think peak performance does it. Perception doesn't do it. That's agility. I'm going to be dealing down this left side. Armor Crusher doesn't do it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be lowering our fumble chance any further. We're just going to have to accept. Well, no. We are taking offensive tactics, so that's going to be helpful. All right, interesting. I think we're definitely going to net this guy. I guess I would really like to, I don't know, I'll use the inhaler, I guess. I guess I want to be like 100% if I'm going to be fighting here. Because he does look spooky. But no, what's interesting is, we were talking about the... Well, just kidding. I was going to say, where's the lever to unlock, but we're not trapped. We had the cult thing instead. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull one, but not the other. Which is a shame, because this fella's T4. So, it's like a big issue for me. I would prefer not to fight both at once. I did bring my claw trap with me. Maybe I should... We probably don't need it. Let's see, we got smoke bomb. I'm a little worried about the fact that he can use that Face of Horror. 10-turn cooldown. So, but like, other than Face of Horror, I could just walk away from him with dash. So, this is not like the worst thing in the world, I guess. Do we just... Oh man, that's Skull Crusher. I mean, the first Face of Horror is just not going to affect me. Because I'm going to have not this time. Bruh! Herald Ruination is AoE ranged. Is it like super ranged? I thought it was like... Oh god, it is range 4. Okay. Alrighty, yeah, fair enough. That is spooky. So, we need to pull him around a corner. I didn't even notice that. Thank you for the heads up. I mean, wow, 4 ranged. Okay. Less weapon damage, but that doesn't really matter, because you don't need much damage to kill my character. Alright, he stepped on the caltrops and he got immobilized. I mean, alright. Hey, this is great. This is great for me. Bro, you go away. I only want your friend. I only want your friend. Three, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, alrighty. Alrighty. We're gonna make our lives a little bit easier by getting a claw trap. And I don't anticipate the silverleaf really mattering here, but we'll take it. I mean, probably if I need the silverleaf, we're... if I'm in a situation where the silverleaf is healing me and it's meaningful, we're in some big trouble. But yeah, my... Oh, he's right here. Okay. He's not gonna follow me, it's not enough. He's not close enough or whatever. I don't want him there. I want to let him go back to his little spot. Oh yeah, no, I'm not. No. Yeah, we're definitely not going to fight him against the odds up. That's for sure. I don't even want to fight him here. Like, this location is not good. Like, I want him in here, okay, and I want to lure him around a corner, ideally into a claw trap, and then I would just want to start, like, whooping his ass before he has a chance to do too much to me. Hey you. There he is. What's up, big boy? Oh, you big boy. Oh, shit. Okay. This looks good. Probably. Kind of. Or you could just yell at me. That's fine. I don't like the fact... Ooh, should I reset? I might reset this. That just slurped out my... Not this time. I don't think I care about being confused, though, because I'm just going to be meleeing him. It's probably okay. He can't see me right now, I don't think. Or can he? He must be able to, because he just hit me. So... This is not ideal. Like, I want to pull him in such a way... Maybe... I don't know. Is there, like, a hallway that doesn't suck? Maybe here? If I could get him through the door... Yeah, I want to get him through that door. We're going to dash over here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, eat shit. Okay. So, this means I might not be able to claw trap. Which sucks. But it does mean that I can close the door, he's going to smash the door, and then I can get my alpha strike on him. Which is what we want. I kind of hate the fact that we don't get to claw trap, but that's okay. Alright, so... No, I can't, because if I claw trap there, he'll just disarm it. Around the corner? So I guess if I stood here, I could claw trap there. Where I'm standing now. Well, I can't put it in the door. Normally what I would do is I would wait here, he would be there, I would let him smash the door, and then I would just, like, hook shot him. But I guess I could, like... Oh, like, put it on that position? Yeah, no, I could, like, move around the corner, I guess, but the problem is, like, okay, so let's say I don't know what the vision's going to be like. Definitely not here. If I go around the corner, I am worried that he'll smash the door, and then he'll take a step forward, and then, yeah, I probably am going to pop. That had occurred to me. I was thinking about Nikov to avoid fumbling, but Hornet Honey is probably... I probably shouldn't take any chances versus this dude. But, anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm standing here, are you sure? Yeah. I'm still kind of getting used to the line of sight in this game. I think you're right. Yeah, you are right. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, we'll put that right there. Yep. Okay, we're going to pop Silverleaf. We're going to pop Hornet Honey. Now this is quality. He gets tagged. It confuses him, which is a great time for me to go ahead and use Sudden Lunge. Alright, he hits me. I put all his crap on cooldown. I get a nice critical counter on him. Let's take a look at the log real quick before we make more decisions. Yeah, he just did like a regular attack to me, which... Wow, I still had to absorb a lot of damage. I'm surprised that my bonnet, my durability on my bonnet is effed. Okay. But he is on cooldown, so how did he daze me is the question, or stagger me? Like, how did that happen? Just because he hit me on the head? Like, why did I just get a stagger even though he didn't have an ability to use on me? But, like, is it just his weapon? Like, explain to me how I could have possibly known that he's able to daze me just by swinging on me. It's just the fact that he's got a flail? Yeah, I guess flails do that. Alright. Well, I've got 2 turns of not being able to do jack shit to him other than bump him. I am sort of tempted to net him here so that he starts fumbling on me. If I swing on him, he probably does not die. I could get like a big crit, I guess. My instinct is to just swing, I guess. I don't know, because my damage is going to be lower probably if I start fumbling. On the other hand, he just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just... It is super dangerous. I wish I had abilities, I'll tell you that much. Alright, we got a nice 98 damage to him. Remember, he can't use abilities for a couple of turns. Like, he's in the same position as me. He's just meleeing, and I'm sorry, but I just do more damage than him. So I think it's not as dangerous as you might think. Unless he can straight up stun me, in which case I'm screwed. But, yeah, rip. Yeah, I mean, I made that look good. I do think that sudden lunge was the correct play, because there were a lot of openers there. Seize being one of them. Really good damage in, and he didn't manage to double daze you. I didn't win this dice roll. Well, if he double dazes, does that cause a stun? Is that how that works? Because if that's how that works, okay, so if that's how that works, then I absolutely should not have let him get the scream on me, because I didn't have not this time up. So if I wanted to fight him with 100% safety, or at least close to 100% safety, I needed not this time up. Yeah, the scream did pop. I knew that. I even said it out loud. I just maybe overestimated how safe that was. But I mean, knowing now that he could just like giga daze you and then stun you, yeah, that's an issue. It's kind of sad that you can't even turn daze off with cleansing chalice. I feel like you should be allowed to. Yeah, what would I even do? I think elusiveness would go a long way versus that guy. Just dodging his melee attacks. That would be a handy thing. Yeah, that was very dangerous. Alright, we got the Blessed Aqua Manil. Can be activated once per day. Sates 50% thirst, replenishes 25% HP, improves condition of each body part by 15%. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I want to carry it around 24/7, but I mean, it's not... I mean, I probably also wouldn't want to use it in combat, but it saves me some surgical kit, I guess. Oh, a new amulet. No, I don't care about that amulet. Yeah, that's not my favorite collection of stuff that I've ever seen in my life. Let's go get our backpack and go grab some of this stuff. Huh, so... this dungeon was, like, super easy except for the boss. The boss was just kind of a chance of insta-death. I think the Hornet Honey was definitely the correct move. Not gonna lie. And that makes me glad that I went out of my way to fight that Death Stinger hive to make sure I had more of it, because I had a feeling I was going to use it. I don't know why. It just seemed like a thing that was going to happen in here, and then it did. Oh hey, this is a unique crossbow. Huh. Too bad I'm not a ranged guy. Alright, well... I guess I'll just go back to my camp. We'll come back for this stuff. Like, we'll go to the camp and put all this stuff away. And if the thing resets, I mean, it's nothing important. I got the relic. And I don't care about the unique, so... Blessed Aquamanil. Yeah, I don't know. Is that even worth carrying around? I'm not so sure. It's certainly cute, but it's a visually appealing item. But something that's worth 4 inventory slots? I don't know. If the heal... I wish the heal was like the same amount as a Vivifying Essence, and then it would totally be worth carrying around. Can't say I get much use out of it. Yeah, it just doesn't seem amazing. I like how it makes a drinking sound if you use it. Okay. My sweet girlfriend made me a pot roast. Very good. Don't tell my wife. Alrighty. Yeah, this whole thing about distant dungeons locking might have been slightly overstated. Because it looks like we haven't had that problem so far. I'm trying to I'm just in my head, I'm trying to work out if there's a more optimal way to do that boss fight to avoid the whole daze problem. Because it really does seem like you could just kind of get screwed over through no fault of your own. Even with, like, totally optimal play, which of course is usually a sign of not great design. To be fair, we do so much damage that it's like, it's really unlikely for us to get completely screwed. But it was on the table. Like, the option was there for that to happen. Oh, Limatil, I wanted to show you something, by the way. I found, if you're still here, I found a unique axe, a unique two-handed axe, but it's like it's not really the one that I want, so I actually don't think it's worth using over the four-hold axe. So I'll show that to you here in a second. Yeah, it was unique. But it's the long axe or whatever, like I think it's the two-headed. I'm not sure. I'll show it to you. I put it in my caravan, so. But it didn't look like it would be worth using because it didn't have bleed chance is the problem. And bleed is like just real important for this build. Causing bleeds and like lots of bleeds and lots of injuries. Oh boy. Just kind of matters, I guess you could say. Alright, anyway, we got the loot. Let's make sure we take all the bandages and things. Could be a very ugly situation for your days, and they can. Well, I'm not even worried about the days. I mean, the day. Yeah, the days is really bad. I don't think there's any situation where it's like two turns of days in that situation. Not bad, because if I always open up with the sudden lunge, I get 2 turns of wiggle room, so that's fine. What I'm concerned about is the double days, which then turns into a stun, as we've apparently learned, and so. Then you're totally screwed. You're just sitting there taking damage, and you're just like, what are you, just perma-stunned? Like, not fun. And eventually his bullshit goes off cooldown, and you may still be stunned, and then, you know, you're having a real bad time, so. I guess that's like an area where the game strongly encourages you not to play a glass cannon. Something to keep in mind. Like, I do think the game does. I mean, I said earlier that you can play just about anything and make it work. Like, you can do all kinds of wacky builds, and it's true. I'm making this work, even though it's not optimal. But I think that's one of the areas where being a guy who sustains is perhaps just all around better, but especially in situations like that. Sudden lunge is well, yeah, and I mean, you notice I jumped right on it. Like, that was like the first skill I got this session, because I knew it was going to be huge. Permadeath, no dodge, heavy armor 100%, no, or heavy armor 100%. Yeah. But I'm just trying to think, like, for this character, is there a way to make it safer? Because even with what I did, if he had just happened to roll, you know, a big boy hit on me again, or I hadn't, you know, maybe I hadn't hit him quite so hard, we could have had issues. I also bear in mind, I could have missed the sudden lunge. It's not likely, but I could have. Dealing more damage and having more dodge. Well, I think just having elusiveness up would go a really long way in that department. And we don't have that yet, so. Torn apart anyway. Yeah. Alright, I don't need the Paragoric. I don't need this book. God damn. My inventory is just a mess. I think the claw traps stay behind. You know, we're done with the claw traps, except in the very narrow case of doing these distant dungeons. Well, I don't know. See the unique axe? Yeah, so what do you think? I'm thinking no, because, like, if you compare it to the four-holt staff, are like, okay, fine, the base damage is higher, and it has more armor penetration, but it has less body part damage, its accuracy sucks, you know, I guess there's less bleed, there's less fumble chance, which is good, but, that bleed goes from 40 to 5, and the body part damage goes from 40 to 30. So yeah, that was kind of what we were talking about, where like maybe it'd be an okay thing to pull in if I was going into a crypt, it might make sense. Yeah, that is possible. popping it on for the sake of a crypt. Are you able to... Can you enchant uniques, by the way? Is that not possible? Because that's something else to keep in mind. Granted, I have a bleed chance on my axe right now, so if I have excess money, it's fine for crypt. I think that if I happen to find the T4 distant dungeon crypt, perhaps then I will consider using the long axe, but otherwise I don't think I'm going to do it. And I don't have excess money is the thing, because I still, as you can see, I still need T5 armor, T5 boots, T5 jewelry. All right, I want to see, even though my thing is completely wrecked, is it possible... Yeah, it is. Not bad. Alrighty, very good, in fact. Not bad, not bad. These armor repair kits are going a long way to saving me money. We should always, always, always buy those when we see them for sale. It's huge. He had like 2 for sale a minute ago, and I was like, I snatched him right up. Alright, we got a lot of good stuff to sell. Like, I would estimate maybe like 3,000 gold worth of stuff to sell. So, you know, we've got a bit of money. Probably not enough for a T5 piece of equipment, but we've got a bit of money. If we just like, I don't know, if we just like ran to the Rotten Willow Tavern and did a bunch of contracts. Ominous Light? I don't know that one. Huh. Where's the, oh, there it is. You know what? We actually do know. Yeah, that is, we do know where the T4 crypt is. That's it right there. Bernarhoff's Cenotaph. With a trapped entrance. So I suppose maybe we could take our unique in there. But I don't have the money to repair it, so I don't know. And I really want to get... I think I kind of want to stop fooling around with this, like, clown suit of T3 armor and T3 boots and T whatever amulets and whatnot. Like, I kind of want to put a stop to the shenanigans and actually be kitted out the way we want to be. So I think we might have another farming stream next time. And just like, and it shouldn't take long either. Like, literally just go to Rotten Willow Tavern and literally just do three contracts in a row. Just beelining directly for the boss, just finishing it and getting out. I don't even think it's possible for anything good to be in the chest, but we'll check them, of course. I don't think it's T3, so it's not going to have relics, but yeah, check it for loot or whatever, and just grab that, and then leave and just get the money. And it really should be possible to just like smash your way through. 2- fumble rings. Yeah. You're not wrong. Let me look. Jewelry Stoneshard. Rings, amulets. Tier 5. Let's see what we want. I mean, Ever-Flaming Pendant gives crit chance and cooldown reduction. Ruby Pendant gives accuracy. I feel like accuracy is the thing, and it also gives cooldown reduction and skills energy cost reduction and energy resto, which I don't care as much about that. And bleed resist. It's the accuracy. If there's a T5 that gives fumble in the amulet slot, I might actually consider that. Looks like no. So it probably would be Ruby Pendant. That's Accuracy will be solved by perception. I mean, that is true, but am I not wrong that if your accuracy goes above 100%, then it starts nuking their dodge? Is that not true? Silver ruby ring for even more accuracy. Missing is really bad on this character. I don't know if you've noticed exactly how bad missing is on this character. It's not great. So this is so weird. Are you telling me there's no tier 5 rings that give minus fumble? Ah, yeah, there is. Here's, okay, silver emerald ring, fumble chance -3, and it gives +6 HP. So I might consider that over the accuracy ring, over the silver ruby ring. I don't know. Big fan of the cooldown duration reduction. Not gonna lie. So it's either silver ruby or silver emerald. Well, many enemies don't have good dodge, so it's cool. They're more heavy juggernauts usually. Well, about that, like I have a feeling, and this is why I kind of don't even want to go into a crypt yet. I have a feeling that, you know, most of the heavy armor dudes are going to be undead, right? But like also, whether they're undead, brigands, or anything else, with this armor crusher, once I have that active, I feel like I'm just going to bully these dudes. But I'm not going to have that for quite some time. So, yeah. I don't know if I need to worry about that. I feel like even while fumbling, I'm going to be doing just like so much damage on crits. Well, can you crit when you fumble? Critical fumble? D&D style. Yeah, I don't know. But this stuff is going to be nice to have. It's just like a luxury that I can't afford. Like I'm going to have to devote the next 2 levels to elusiveness and peak performance. I'm too close. I'm already right here. I might as well get my top tier abilities. So I'm not going to be able to enjoy that for a while. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to have the money to support it. I think, forget the jewelry, we probably are going to get body armor and boots first. But high perception plus that can do some nuts things. You have high strength and on your way to decent per. Yeah. I think you may have a point about the fumbling, and I will consider it. Yeah, I'm not sure. But there is no anti-fumble tier 5 amulet, so that one probably will be the accuracy one. As far as the rings, I haven't fully decided yet. But I'm having like flashbacks to that sword dude, like the T4 brigand guy, where I hook chopped him and it just missed, and then I proceeded to get dashed for half my HP. So, I mean, granted, he is like the one dodge guy that you have to watch out for, so he's kind of the exception to the rule, but having more accuracy there would have been pretty sick. Anyway, I think this is an excellent stopping point. 2 distant dungeons in one stream. Pretty good stuff. Also, I mean, one was locked, so there was that. And it's T3 brass agate rings. They're honestly competing with T5. Interesting. I mean, I'll tell you what, they certainly beat what I've got now. Like, that's kind of, I think, the point you were making, that whatever I had now was inferior to, which I'll agree, I'll just flat out agree with that. Because my Marion is giving me a little weapon damage, which frankly, I don't need. And of course, my starter ring is just crit chance, really, and counter chance. 1%, who cares? So, yeah, you're absolutely right that fumble chance would be serving me more than what's going on right now. I'm just being a bit greedy and not wanting to spend money until I get T5s out. But you're right. If the T3 is, you know, if it's doing more for me than the T5, then it's you know, that's what you should go with. Just because it says it's a higher tier doesn't mean necessarily that that's what you should do. So I don't know. That's for next session. Next session we'll probably just have like a little bit of a cozy farming thing going on, and finally get the rest of our kit together. So we can always figure it out from there. And I think Velmir deserves like a nice, cozy, easy rest, perhaps, after the nightmare that he was just put through in the distant dungeons. So, but yeah, this is going well. This build is This build is not losing, so cool. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for stopping by and giving me advice on this game, which I'm not quite expert at yet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, I am signing